of last season, wouldn't you say, Cherry?
Oh, I would definitely agree, and that's kind of like everything you said is super true. And also, just to kind of explain how prominent Jest is that Jest also qualified for our PR, and he is rated number 5 in the season 4. So he has taken games off of Luxray. He recently, I believe, like in one of the last couple tournament weeks, he did take a set win on Luxray, who was number 2. And between him, as well as just contending and having these crazy grab confirms with down throw into Cyclone, as well as just having that random Pokemon trainer that, hey, it's not the most polished, but when he pulls it out, it comes in clutch. Like, it's definitely something that, like, Jest is very aware of, like, when he needs to pull it out, and is not just, like, deciding, I think I'll have fun with this character today. He's very much, like, business-oriented in a sense. And when he's picking a character, it's very much based on, like, if this will work better or not. But, wow, Jay picking a great option, knowing that that armor on up B for Ike would be able to contend and beat out Luigi's side B. And he is now taking the lead for the first time in this set. And getting the extra credit, too. Wow, that was so scary. The amount of shield damage that had. But, for Jay, Ike really did get a couple of really good buffs, and we are seeing that thing I talked about earlier, that down throw, the Cyclone, that has been really hurting a lot of players in the IDM series. We see him throw it out a lot of times, and unfortunately no jump for Jess. He got gimped earlier by Jay, who now is a whole stock ahead, and I think if you're Jay, you're probably feeling pretty good about yourself, and he has been on the money so far in this game.
Cool, and I'm just noticing a little bit of latency, you know, and I'm curious if we blow this lobby up, maybe try to start another one again.
Yeah.
Want to make sure that's not the issue. But yeah, moments like that, that's not the slow-mo instant replay doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it is. He called it out. Hit him with the cold cram.
Yeah, what a great use of that, too, by Jest. He literally came back without even taking a percent past what he had. He took, I believe, literally one counter from Jay, and then it was back to work for him, and he got to work racking up that damage. And as soon as he had it all, he was able to just use that up B and really take the damage. But there it is again, that up B from Jay this time, and then into dash attack. Will we see a edge guard? Goes for down air, able to be reversed, safe on stage, roll through the flame, gets back aired. Flamed again, counters it again. Keeping this close is Jay. He may be behind a percent, but that could change at any point. And definitely with all the swinging going on, Jay has to get that kill soon, because we are going to see Jess go for it. Unable to get the kill confirm. Doesn't full hop. Oh man, he's able to. Wow.
Oh.
That was a nice way of coverage for Jay there. We saw him use that down smash, and I think that Jess was kind of worried. He wasn't sure what was being thrown at. Maybe anticipated rolling through a bit earlier, and right here, or a bit after, right here is kind of where the match kind of changed despite the percent. And Jay there had great reaction time into like shielding that forward smash as soon as he landed, was able to help win him that game in that set. And it looks like they're running straight back to Pokemon Stadium. No counter picks or anything.
Yep, let's see how this nets these guys. And I think I'm pretty certain I'm going to blow this lobby up, start again after this match, just to avoid any confusion.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that sometimes that's just what you gotta do. And Smash lobbies, they definitely have their issues sometimes, whether that's like a player thing, or if it's a lot of times it can just be like the game itself, you know. And I know there's no.
That ain't no lobby right there.
Yeah, no, that is not a lobby thing. That's the whole Just thing. And by the way the pace of the match is going, I think Jest is really starting to kind of come alive in this first game, especially with how early he got that stock off. But we're seeing him also kind of relearn the habits that Jay has, and we're seeing him play a bit more patiently in certain aspects, with especially having to respect the up B usage from Jay, like that, where instead of having to shield it, he was able to know that the backwards roll from Luigi would have enough invincibility frames to be able to get through the entire Ike up B and instantly punish him with his most damaging move, that up B. Ooh, getting out of that too with some nice DI. Yes, Trell. Hashtag rollback netcode indeed. I would love some.
Yeah.
I would love some. You do not know how much I would pay. I would pay $60 a month if Nintendo implemented rollback netcode. I'm not kidding. Like, as long as it's rollback and it's good. Because you can do it badly. Street Fighter, I believe, at one point had really bad rollback.
No, it was pretty terrible.
Yeah. I'll pay $6 a month for good rollback. Let me clarify.
Right, because basically it's... Yeah, I was going to tell somebody, it essentially is another game. It's a different game when you get better rollback.
Yeah, like, genuinely, I've kind of alluded to this, and especially in our PR, because I talked about anyone, and he's a player who genuinely almost never plays online, and so when he does, he has to really, like, learn the timings for things, because it's a lot different in Ultimates Online with the delay-based netcode. And for the meta of this game, especially in a lot bigger tournaments than this, the characters that are good in tier lists and stuff like that literally changes a bunch. So it's like owning 2 Smash games. But what we're seeing there is the stock finisher, the single stock finisher for this game. And Jess with that really smartly used down smash, kind of saying, hey, my down smash does that too. It sweeps both sides. And in this replay, we're going to see Jess go for the back throw, not going to kill him. Doesn't even worry about going high because he knows that Jay has to just get somewhere above him. And right here, putting all that pressure on, you see Jay go for multiple spot dodges, trying to expect something, and nothing came. And right here, uses the fire, sees the roll through, and just goes for down smash, knowing that Jay is probably a bit too scared in that situation. And look at that, we're going right back into it again.
Yep, I didn't even need to take a break.
Yeah. Looks like we're doing a Final Destination conflict though. Not sure if
they're okay with that or not. That looks like yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a minute there, I think Jess was maybe confused. He also may have just been like, whatever. It happens. Because I'm surprised that depending on what maybe one of them, because I was gonna say maybe it's random FD that's on, but then regardless of what it would be, it should just pick whatever stage the other person has picked. So I wonder if one of them, when selecting,
wow,
that was good. Really nice use of that reversal, the reverse up beam.
That right there was a call out, cold cram.
Yeah. Ooh, I can't believe he connected that with that side B. But here we are, connecting that up B again. Definitely a move that, like, got buffed. I talked about this earlier. And Ike beforehand, the up B from him would get stopped by characters that had a sword or a discern themselves. And it would be really weird, because all of a sudden the Ike is just in all of this, like, end lag. And you could just punish him so easily out of it. And they changed it so that it has priority over everything. And it's pretty nice for him to be able to have a move that has so much like percent damage as well as will literally kill at 80 or below. And it opened up a bunch of new combo routes and kill confirms for him. And funny enough, people thought it was a nerf at first because certain things about Ike were also like changed to add more knockback on other things. And instead, all of these changes that were supposed to be nerfs ended up being buffs, which just because they found new combo routes that were like invented due to the new knockback and changes like that. So it's just really cool what happens to a character when you completely change up like how they function at like such a fine detail level. But right now we're seeing Jay going for that up B again. Last stock situation for him in this best of 3. And Jess gonna not have that jump get gimped out by Jay. and he's also now in his last stock, but he's gotta be worried Jay is, because he's at 134, and a lot of these moves from Luigi, yep. That, I was just gonna say, I was like, depending on where it lands, that's either gonna be an up B, a Shuryu, or an up smash. I think here what kind of happened was that Cyclone, Jay was just not expecting the wind box on it to like throw him to the left of Jess.
Yeah.
And it kind of just pushed him just a bit too far out of the way. And he couldn't really drift back. So it kind of just made him into one of those situations where like you can't punish something that you're on the opposite side of. And for that move, especially with Ike up B, it has so much end lag that using it in that situation was smart. It was just a very unique situation in that regard. So really good game for Jest. He adapted very well after that first win from Jay, and I think also Jay did a really good job of just covering space in that first game. He was using a lot of the kind of slower moves that Ike has with those forward smashes and the neutral Bs, but I think that what Jay needs to start doing more is trying to use Ike in the air and using like that giant up air and stuff like that. And I think that he'll do much better in that regard in the future.
Gonna unplug my what's-the-face and replug my LAN cable in.
Oh, nice. But yeah, I think that's one of those things too. It's like LAN cables and stuff for the Switch are so finicky. But yeah, everybody make sure that when you're plugging in your Switch to your dock, that it'll show the wired thing. It can be super.
There you go,
like,
top right corner of the screen right there. And if you have problems with the lobby, exactly, just like that. I closed my entire lobby, reconnected my wired cable, and get started all over again.
Yeah, it lets everything refresh and everything, and it makes it all better.